guys, welcome back. Today I asked you on Instagram what kind of video you wanted me to record, what kind of tutorial, and a lot of you said something appropriate for daytime or work. So I came up with this look. Using the chocolate bar palette by Too Faced. I kept it warm and neutral, but still enhancing to your overall look without being like overly smoky and crazy and inappropriate for work. At the end of this video, I do make this look, the eyes, a little bit more dramatic for you guys in case you wanted to go out after work and you just wanted to take 2 minutes and make this a little bit more vampy, which is actually super easy to do. So if you guys are interested in seeing this look and the other nighttime look, then just keep watching. So let's get started. I've already primed my eyes. I first started out with Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and what I did is I put that all over my lid and my eyebrow because I've been using this as a primer on my eyebrow lately and it's been working really well. And then I use MAC's Painterly Paint Pots. Mine is really just too dried out to even be effective anymore, so I have to bite the bullet and get another one. So I got a lot of requests for a work appropriate full eye look. And now everybody works different places, obviously, and what's work appropriate for one isn't for the other. So I'm gonna try to do just something overall acceptable because I tend to get a little wild and blown out and smoky. So I'm just gonna do a nice, full, warm, smoky eye. I'm going to use my chocolate bar palette by Too Faced because I haven't used this little bad boy in a hot minute. So I'm going to start with my highlight. I believe this is a white chocolate because I don't have that little insert because I threw it out because I hate that bad boy. Right on the brow. I have a little spot right there. Don't you hate that when you get that on your eyebrow or on your brow bone, whatever? Full appropriate. Full appropriate. Okay, this one I believe is salted caramel. So we're going to go with that. A Sigma E40. You know I can't resist a transition shade, guys. My phone has been crashing for no reason. Like, look. It just crashed for no reason. Does that happen to you guys with the Samsung, with the new Samsung? I have the S5. It just crashes for no reason lately. I don't know why. It's really making me mad. I have to call T-Mobile and give them a piece of my brain. Let's go with this kind of frosty champagne color. I'm going to go all over the lid with that. Well, how about the first 2/3 of the lid? I'm going to do the first 2/3 of the lid. Now let's go with this color. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of like a purpley pewter, I don't know, kind of like a purpley taupe, kind of. And I'm going to take that color and I'm going to put that on the second 2/3 of the lid that we haven't touched yet. I'm just going to take a, what is this, Coastal Scents 250 brush and a little bit more of that taupey color. I'm just going to blend that into the crease. And I'm going to blend it in between that and that champagne-y color. I'm going to go back into salted caramel and I'm just going to warm it up a little bit. Okay, you guys know I'm usually really heavy on the lower lash line, but if you are going for a daytime look for work, you might not want to smoke out the bottom lid. I am going to do a little bit of defining on the lower lid, just a little bit. I'm going to take this MAC pencil, it's called Costa Riche, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit on the outer color, on the inner quarter right here. It's the outer third. Just like that, not a ton. Now take a pencil brush and just smudge that out. So it really diffuses that color. Now I'm going to take that first, that taupey color we used on the outer V, and I'm going to apply that there. You can go ahead and just add a little bit of mascara at this point. I'm going to add a tiny bit of this pencil to the lash line just to give it a little bit of definition. And this is the Costa Riche again. Just going to take that same pencil brush and I'm going to smudge that out. I'm going to pull the liner out just a little bit more here because my eyes need a little bit of a lift. Just going back in with a little bit of the taupey color and just blending a little bit more right here in the corner. Okay, so time for mascara. I'm going to use my CoverGirl Clump Pressure and add lots of mascara to my lashes. I put on my mascara top lid and then I put on Clinique bottom lash on my bottom lid. So that is the eyes done. The color still enhances your eyes and it gives you makeup without being like, whoa, makeup. You know, it's not going to attract attention in a negative way in your work environment. So I'm just going to do the rest of my face. Now, of course, I have not done foundation yet, so I'm going to do NARS Sheer Matte Foundation, one pump on the back of my hand. I couldn't tell you the last time I did foundation on camera, actually. And I'm taking my Sigma Flat Angle Kabuki F88, buff that in. I do not usually use a primer under my foundation, honestly. I mean, sometimes I use, I've been using that serum I told you guys about in my September favorites, but other than that, I don't use like a traditional primer. And I don't use a whole lot of foundation either, just enough to even out my skin. I'm going to take my Precision Round P82 by Sigma. Just a little bit more of my foundation. When I do my foundation after my eyes, I have to do this because I don't want to mess up my eyebrows. I cannot put on eye makeup if my eyebrows aren't done. I just can't. I find like a lot of people overuse foundation. Like they put way too much on when you could use less foundation and just a little bit more concealer and it does the job. So speaking of concealer, NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. I'm gonna get rid of these under eye circles, these little darky bits. Sigma Soft Blend Concealer F64. Under the eyes, blend this out. Now I'm just gonna take my Serenity Scott Pressed Powder Foundation in Ferris and my Inglot 4SS. I'm gonna set the under eye. Get my nose. Get here. Contouring. Contouring at work. You don't want to look just trampy and cheap and overly done at work. Well, some of us don't. Well, some of you don't. Maybe I do. I don't know. Okay. You don't want to go too heavy with the contour during the day. It doesn't look cute. So I'm going to do a little bit of light contouring, just a little bit. I'm actually going to use my MAC Blush in Taupe, which I haven't used in forever. And I'm going to take my Small Contour F05 by Sigma and just do a little bit of that. What I do is I actually put my contour here on the cheekbone and then I bring it to where I want it to end and then I blend it up. So it looks natural and it kind of looks more like a blush than just a contour. Okay, for work you don't want to go too heavy on the blush because that could happen really easily. I tend to keep it a little bit more natural and neutral. There's a couple blushes you can go for. This is, what is this, Exposed. Exposed by Tarte, which is a really great option. It's a nice neutral blush, and the blush that I've absolutely been totally obsessed with is First Love by Charlotte Tilbury. This one's a lot more expensive than this one, but you can see they both have that kind of similar effect where this is more peachy and this is more kind of like a light neutral mauve, but not mauve, I can't even explain it, it's just its own unique color. But I'm going to go for, let's see, which one will look better? This one's going to look better. Okay, so I'm going to go for First Love and I'm going to just swirl it around and I'm going to start on the back part of my cheek without putting too much product up here, without putting too much blush up there, Samantha. If you get a little out of control with your blush, just hit it up with your face powder and just get rid of it. I'm going to go in with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone, and I'm going to go in with that much. That's it. Just a tiny little bit right on my cheekbones, and I'm just going to pat it with my fan brush ever so slightly just to give that natural kind of dewy look without being like, whoa, highlight, because you don't want to go crazy with the highlight at work, because then you're going to look like a $2 tramp. Okay, I'm going to try two lip options for this. First I'm going to try just a really simple, just glossy nude, and that I'm going to use this. This is my Gerard Cosmetics lip gloss in Crystal. It's just a really simple, nice crystal-y peach. It's more for just shimmering instead of just a ton of color. So that's with Crystal. I think it looks very natural. It's like a typical lip gloss, not something with a ton of pigmentation, but it's more for that crystally, shimmery kind of lip gloss look without being like, damn, her lips are wet. You know what I mean? So I like the way this looks, and this is really great, and it complements the look without being too, you know, pow. You know, you guys get it? You guys feel me? You understand? I am going to try a more plummy lip for those of you who want like a little bit more color. A little bit more color. Okay, so for those of you who are looking for a little bit more punch, but not like crazy vampy, I'm gonna start with this. This is Whirl Lip Liner by MAC, and this is just kind of a neutral kind of, I don't know, plummy mauve. I don't know. You'll see. You'll see. And now I'm going to go over with this lip gloss. This is called Plum Crazy by Gerard Cosmetics. It's a neutral mauve, but it's not too bold, if that makes sense. It stays in the range of where you want to look, where it's still work appropriate, but it still gives you that color on your lips. It's so pretty, and I love this lip gloss. It's really more of a liquid lipstick. It's so pigmented. So this is what I came up with for a daytime look appropriate for work. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to actually make this look a little bit more nighttime right now. So if you guys are interested in learning how to just, you know, make this a little bit more dramatic, stay tuned to the end. Otherwise, give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. Okay, so it's super easy to make this eye just a little bit more dramatic for nighttime. I'm gonna go in with this dark chocolate color, and I'll put a tiny bit on the end of a blending brush, just a little bit. You wanna start off slow. You don't wanna do cannonballs into the eyeshadow. And I'm just going to wiggle that into the outer V. This is going to add that little extra smokiness, the darkness that you want for nighttime partying. I don't know about nighttime partying, but maybe like, you know, a little bit more drama. I made it sound so cool, like I actually go out and party, but I don't. See, and that's it. That's all it takes. Do you see like the little bit of extra drama that added? Just one eyeshadow, one brush, just a little bit. That's all it took, and a little bit of fallout. Just a little tiny bit. Just wiggle it right in the crease, right in the outer V. If you want to go a little bit heavier on the cheeks, you can. It would add a little bit something extra, especially for nighttime, so just a tiny bit more, not a ton. I don't think anyone really benefits for over blushing their face, even though I'd love to cover my face in blush if I could. And for lips, if you wanted to go a little bit darker, a little bit more vampy, just grab, you know, more of a darker plummy kind of color. This is Rebel by MAC, and just add a little bit of Rebel to your lips. Now you've taken your daytime work appropriate look to I'm gonna go out and party or go to a bar or a work event or shopping, because that's what you do at night and you want to wear lots of makeup to go shopping. Well, who doesn't love to do that? I hope you guys enjoyed.